Okay, hello dear guests, hello our dear viewers. So today we are here with our new guest, my dear Sofiia Vasylenko. So I think we will tell about us and tell about another structure of self-government. As you remember, we have an interview with Paulina, so this is be like it, but another structure and another theme of self-government. So I think Sophia can tell us more and introduce herself. So I think we can start.
Hello everyone. I already talked about myself in video, um, in a video in our project Instagram page, but for the newcomers, I will introduce myself again. My name is Sofiia Vasylenko. I am the deputy head of the district council of school children, leader school in new generation. And I'm also a member of the student council of the Faculty of Law of Karazin University, and also participant of our Digital Bridge project.
Okay, thank you. You said that you are deputy head of the organization, and I think that many people would be interested to know what is the organization and what does it do. Can you tell us more about this?
Thank you for your questions. The program School of the Leader is a unique program of creative and personal development for activists and leaders of school self governance, which is based on the basis of values and education of leadership qualities and skills. Um, the mission of this project is to influence deep social process in Ukrainian society by forming future leaders and raising public awareness among young people. Um, the Leadership School project is a certain platform for the development and self expression of young people, revealing leadership potential, developing and active public position, and raising awareness. The School of Leadership includes several components of development, namely intellectual, physical, emotion development, and educational unit. The credo of our project is we are young, which means we are strong. We confidently go to our goal because we are the ones who change the world. Um, the program is aimed at forming and developing the leadership, creative, intellectual potential of the younger generation at education leaders who are able to lead their friends and familiar peers. The program creates conditions for the development of leadership, intellectual, creative potential of the younger generation, helps each of its participants to determine their future life prospects. What are we doing? It's develop skills and knowledge of interpersonal communication, develop organization skills, develop business communication skills, to form the ability to establish and maintain personal contacts with peers, develop communication skills and abilities, develop skills of analysis and introspection, to cultivate the ability to determine what is important, respect the opinions, and take into account the interests of all members of the team. Thank you.
Okay, that's interesting because I understand your answer. So the school of this, it's making to raise a new generation of leaders and young people that can make a self-organization and self-government. So, what are the main powers of this deputy head of the district council or school children of this organization and etc.?
My authority includes the international organization, internal organization of the work of the council, the presentation of its reports, as well as the interest of the participants before the representative of this district, listening to the report of each structural community, providing recommendation and advice on cooperation and organization of the annual action plan. Also, my capabilities include the organization of events. It can not do without complete scenarios for events, um, representation of our organization before representative of regional leadership organization, speeches at various conference as representative of the council.
Oh, it's so interesting. You know, we want to know more about the deputy head and how you became the deputy head. And I understand there is some procedure in order to become one. So, what is the procedure for electing the deputy head of the district council of school children?
It's I think it's easy procedure because the deputy head of the district council of school children, after presenting his election campaign, why should be elected to this position, elected by secret ballot by majority vote of the leaders present, and he began his duties from the next meeting of the council.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I think we can ask another question that is interested to our viewers and especially to me. So, who can get, and I think can I maybe or something other get into the new generation project and no, not project. I think a school of leadership, but so you I think you understand what I want to say.
This school was created for gifted children of the district from all schools, winners of international, regional, and district Olympiads, sport competitions, children who have achieved significant success in the scientific and creative shapers of activity, children who inspire with their achievements and an example for others.
Okay,
Thank
it's
you.
so interesting. Yes, thank you, Sophia. I have a question about structure. We talk about organization, but didn't talk about the internal part, about the structure. Structure. What is your structure? Your council.
Five leaders from 7 student center of the district. Um, its head, its deputy, uh, chairman is the Center of Cultural and Creative Development, conducting cultural events, concerts, performance by ensembles, theater groups, and group dance groups. Center of patriotism, it's patriotic and intellectual education, of the other social and legal protection center, its establishment of close relationship and communication aim in schools for more effective work. Press center, it's maintain social networks, publishing our news and announcements. And center for sports and healthcare, it's strengthening for the potential of young people by promotion their physical, moral, and spiritual development.
Okay, thank you for the answer. But if you're talking about a project like this, project about young and young people, so as on my mind, there is more important practice value and practice. I think. Things that they do than theoretically than they managed. So what practice, what projects have you already managed to implement, and what you really have do in practice?
We launched our own regional project and supported the launch of project from other centers. We cooperated with councils in the different path of our country. For example, Embrace Ukraine, regarding cooperation with student self-government of Central and Western Ukraine. The only challenge kind heard of the social experiment Stop Bullying, Date Mob Human Rights Today, mini project on legal education under the wind of legal protection, the inclusion challenge, we are different, we're equal. We often organize various events to collect funds for charitable purpose, for children in need and families who contact us for help. A project called Alumni Alley. Alumni Alley was launched. The graduates planted trees. The district. I still remember these trees I planted.
Okay, thank you.
Very
Thank you
interesting
so
project.
Yes. Yes, you can continue.
It's very interesting project, and I don't hear.
So is there something problem? Or what?
Yeah, here, yeah. It's very well.
Okay, okay. It's nothing.
Um, next questions here.
Okay, I have a question about. To be honest, in order to implement projects, you need some funding who help you. And I have a question about who help you in this regard at all. What is the financial basis of your organization?
Yeah, the financial basis of our organization is the funds of the district council, as well as funds from charity evenings, joint events, concerts, with which we also organize to collect funds for the needs of our organization. If and
Oh, I think it's more people who finances the organization because it's an interesting project. I think that the people in high position and also the government are interested in this because a new generation of young people can be a new generation of politics also, and etc. also. So, if you're talking about role in future life about this project, so what is the role of schools and government to your organization, and how maybe it compare, how does it maybe connect it?
the role of school self-government is very important, really, because since the composition of our council usually consists of leaders of school self-government, that's school presidents as well as representatives of this self-government, and and many of the tasks that discussed at the meetings of our organization set a goal for implementation, specifically in school self government units. For example, the school self government organization, of which I was the president, was was named Rainbow Country, and took an active part in the implementation of many school events.
Okay, thank you. It's would be interesting to know what are similar organization in our country. Maybe our subscribers or viewers will want to participate in such projects. Have we in our country a similar organization like this?
Yes, there is, because in the last questions I said that we launched the project Embrace Ukraine regarding cooperation with student self-government of Central and Western Ukraine. Since we cooperated the list with the councils of this region. Of course, to say that they are things incorrect. Each organization is individual and not similar to each other, but we are all united by a common goal and the human of leaders that is so dear to us.
Okay, thank you for the answer. It's interesting, really, because I think the level of self-government and self-organization of the people grows in geometrically position during the war, because that even when the people have guns in their hands and they need to somehow self-organized, and other not good events for our country. But if you were talking about you, and especially you individual process in this organization and school self-government and this self-government project, so was it hard to be a school president? So because I don't have this experience, it's interesting for me.
Um, it's not correct to say that it's easy because it's very responsible position and requires great contraction, dedication, constant skills and knowledge. But for my personally, being a school president was a pleasure. Um, in this position, I felt myself in my place. I found a lot of support in the face of school self governance communities organizing work, and various events brought on only pleasure, um, especially when you have the final result. Um, by creating various events and working in a team, I rested my body and soul. They found like minded people, improved her leadership qualities, studied and wanted to teach something. Um, um, Perhaps someone has hit the story about the clothing of my school, and to avoid this, I did to my duties the maintenance of a Facebook page created by me, where all our school events were shown, and I will not be afraid of the word excellent work of our school administration.
Okay, so I have a small question for Alexei. Would you like to be a deputy head in such an organization? We heard from Sophia that this is a rather responsible job, which includes various areas. So, Alexei, would you like to be a deputy head in such an
Do you propose me a position of students head of self-government organization?
Something like this.
I think I think I can. I need to think about this because it's hard question, because I don't have enough experience and I need to study only one course in this university. So I think I cannot. I need to start it from the first course. It's not that time to be with it. But in my future job, why not?
Okay. So I have a question to Sophia. So it's interesting to know, after your graduation from the school, is the leadership school still active, and are you they have such a project? So and you are aware of the project's implement there?
Of course, after my graduation, the school continued its work. A new generation of leaders was coming there, but they were faced with such a test COVID. Therefore, most of the work was carried out according to the plan of previous years, and there was nothing new on a large scale, since the online mode is limited factor.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I think we can finalize our interview, so we can ask your questions that we ask all our guests. I think you already know about it. So what three words or maybe definitions do you associate with our Ukraine, our country, our place of birth? Do you hear my question?
Sorry.
Okay.
Repeat.
Okay, it's no problem. So we have finalized our interview with the question that you, I think, already know. So what three definitions or three words do you associate with our country, our motherland, our place of birth, and you understand?
It's people. It's freedom, of course, freedom. It's it's traditions, maybe. Of course, it's traditions.
Oh, what traditions? It's a unique answer, so I think it's an interesting too. Why traditions?
Of course. Why traditions? Because
It may be a simple answer, not complicated. I understand it's a hard question.
Because it's first that come in my
into your mind.
in my mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's first.
Okay, I understand. So, thank you, dear viewers, for watching this. Thank you for Sofiia Vasylenko to come to our interview, and thank you, Mary, to assist in this interview. So, I think we can say bye-bye,
Thank
and
you.
see you
Bye-bye.
on the next week.
Thank you so much.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.